everyone, welcome to Tutort Academy. So my name is Chirag Vaishnav, and in this video we will be discussing about Geek and his binary strings. So it is a really interesting question, and it's a variation of a standard problem or standard thing that I will let you know, right? So from now onwards, 2 to 3 questions we will be doing on that. So let me just tell you first that what we will be doing is we will be solving variations of Catalan number. So what is Catalan number? How exactly Catalan number works? So let me just explain it to you that first, and after that we'll read this question and see that how we can reduce that. So Catalan number itself is having like 15 to 20 applications, right? A lot of questions in the interviews also are derived from Catalan number. So we will be discussing about that, right? So in the Fibonacci series, you might have heard about Fibonacci series, right? So what Fibonacci series is that, okay, initial two elements are 1 and 1, and further on we will be building on them. So my current element will be my sum from the previous two elements. So it will be 1 1, then it will be 2, then it will be 2 plus 1 3, then it will be 3 plus 2 5. So what's happening is okay, so in the case of for the case of 2, it's like this. For the case of 3, it's like this. For the case of 5, it's like this. And similarly for the case of 8, it's like this. So what's happening is in the Fibonacci series, what we are saying that AI, that current element, will be addition of previous element and the previous to previous element, right? So AI will be AI minus 1 plus AI minus 2. So this is how it is going to be. Okay, now moving on, what you have to do now, you have to solve that. Okay, what is Catalan number? What is Catalan number? So we till at this point we don't know, okay, what is Catalan number, how we have to deal with this, and all the stuff is going on. So the thing what you have to do is Catalan number is an own special sequence of numbers that is observed in many things, right? So okay, so Fibonacci series, this I just wrote to help you explain that, okay, there are some sequences, there are some standard sequences that are being used. Okay, like for the case of Fibonacci series, when we learned Fibonacci series, we learned Fibonacci series in the starting of dynamic programming, right? In the starting, when we were doing dynamic programming, we thought, okay, let's do this. So after that only we did Nth Stair Problem. So in this we were having choices, okay, either I can take 1 step or 2 step. So from the nth stairs, what were the options? Okay, either fn minus 1 or fn minus 2. The sum of that will be my final answer. So that was a specific, I will say, application of Fibonacci series. Similarly, we are having a Catalan number. A lot of applications are there. So one we will be dealing in that question. Other we will be dealing, okay, number of unique BSTs, that is binary search trees, right? So BST itself is a main concept, so we will be discussing, okay, what is BST and all this, and how Catalan number we can find in that, right? So talking further about this is what is Catalan number exactly, right? So for the Catalan number, let's say the sequence is 1 1 2 5 14 and 42, right? So I have written the Catalan number sequence. Now Catalan number is somehow, I will say, different from the Fibonacci series. So in the Fibonacci series, what was happening is, okay, it was pretty simple, that the sum of these two will be the next term, the sum of these two will be the next term, the sum of these two will be the next term. But in this case it's not happening, right? So what basically is happening is, what you have to do, you have to observe. And so let me just help you out with, so let me just write it here, okay, that we are doing Catalan number, right? We are doing Catalan number, and it's 1 1 2 5 14 and 42, right? So let me just help you explain that, okay, you can't talking about in general, that a general person can't, like, okay, see the sequence and tell, okay, what's the relation between the elements, right? You can't tell, honestly I cannot tell. But after I read and after I saw some of the applications, I was like very comfortable with the concept, and definitely sure I will help you out to make you comfortable as well. So what's the basic sequences? Let's say I will take the array C. So I will initialize, okay, C0 is equals to 0 and C1 is equals to 0, And further on, the relation that we will be doing is that Ci. Okay, so let me just take you on with this flow only. Okay, C0 is equals to 1, C of 1 is equals to 1. Now let's take on the further sequence. Now if we take C2, so what it will happen is we will take C0 and C1 plus it will be C0 and C1, it will be C1 and C0. So what it will be 2. Now taking on 3, it will be C0 C3 plus C1 C2 plus it will be C0 and C3, right? It will be C0 and C2. It will be C1 and it will be C0 and it will be C2 and C0, C2 and C0. So what it will be 1 plus 2, it will be 1 plus 4, sorry. So okay, C0 and C2. So what's basically C2 is 2 and what C1 is 1, right? So it will be 2 into 1 plus 1 plus 2 into 1, so it will be 5, right? So it will be 5 here. So okay, so first four numbers we got correct. Now let's what C4 will be C0 C3 plus C1 C2 plus C2 C1 plus C3 C0. So what it will be? Okay, so C3 is 5, so it will be 5 into 1 plus 2 into 1 plus 2 into 1 plus 5 into 1. So it will be 5 plus 2 plus 2 plus 5. It will be 10 plus 4. It will be 14. Okay. So the fourth number also we have got correct. Okay. So the fourth number also we have got correct. So can we deduce? It that the simple relation will be that Ci will be summation of Ci and so Ci will be summation of Ci will be summation of, let's say, A and B, summation A and B, where A will be going from 0 to n minus 1 and B will be going from n minus 1 to 0. A will be going from 0 to n minus 1 and B will be going from n minus 1 to 0, right? So we can reduce it to a relation like this, right? So this is the basic Catalan number, that what Catalan number is. And if you want to know in detail, I have made a specific video about Catalan number, so you can go watch out that as well, right? So this was the basic Catalan number. Now let's move back to our question that okay, we have learned what Catalan number is. What is our question? So question stated, given an integer n, the task is to find the number of binary strings of size 2 into n in which each prefix has a string more than or equal to the number of ones and zeros, right? So in this, what you have to do, you have to basically write the cases. Okay, so let's say for n equals to 2, let's write if n is equals to 2, okay, if n is equals to 2, so what were the cases that we were having here? For n equals to 2, we were having cases 1 1 0 0 and 1 0 1 0, which was 1 1. It was 1 1 0 0 and 1 0 1 0, greater than or equal to the number of the prefix, right? So if 2n is the length, so this is the prefix, right? So this is the possible case. In the case of n equals to 3, what are the possible cases? Let's see, right? For in the case of n equals to 3, this is the possible cases. Right? So for n equals to 3, these are the possible cases, either 1 1 1 0 0 0, 1 0 1 1 0 0 0 1. Okay, so these are the cases, right? So these are the cases that are possible for this, right? And there will be one more case. Let me see over it. 1 1 0 1 0 0. Okay, I was thinking that, okay, one. So it will be 1 1 0. Okay, it will be 1 0 1 1 0 0, right? So these are the 5 possible cases. So for for n, if n is equals to 1, if n is equals to 1, there is only one possible case, 1 0. If n is equals to 0, there is no possible case. For that we will take into 1. So if you can see the number till now, for n equals to 0, for n is equals to 0, I'm having my output 1. For n equals to 1, I'm having my output 1. If n equals to 2, I'm having my output as 2. If n equals to 3, I'm having my output as 5. So this is enough hint that, okay, what you are going to deal with is Catalan number. What you are going to deal with is Catalan number, right? So for a Catalan number, what you have to do, I have explained you in detail. Now let's head over to the code part. So for the code part, what you have to do, you have to simply take a part. So what you have to do, you have to do for int I is equals to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, right? You have to do for int j is equals to 0, j is less than n. For what you have to do, j is less than I and j plus plus, right? So this is the condition. So what you have to do, you have to increase the I and decrease the j, isn't it? What you have to do, you have to increase the I and decrease the j. So it will be dp of I will be equal to plus of dp of j into dp of I minus j minus 1, isn't it? Isn't the possible case this only? So dp I will be dp of j into dp of I minus j minus 1. So if you can see, for 0 it will be 3, for 1 it will be 2, for 2 it will be 1, and for 3 it will be 0. So I will be increasing and j will be decreasing. So this is the basic format in which this question will work. So what you have to do, you have to only observe till the point that, okay, is it a Catalan number or not, right? So you can see the code written here. So I have also explained this code in Catalan number video also. So what you have to do, you have to initialize a dp lim t. After that you have to initialize mod so that it does not exceeds the sum. After, from 0, what you have to do, from I equals to 2 to I less than n, I plus plus. So for from j equals 0 to j less than I, j plus plus, we will form ti equals to ti into ti minus j minus 1, and at the end we will be having our answer. So I hope you got the solution right. If you're having any doubt, you can ask in the comment section. I will for sure answer it. So do like this video, and if you like this video, do give a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and thanks for watching.